It's Tuesday. I think Tuesdays are almost worse than Mondays. And this weekend we're going out of town, which I probably mentioned in a previous video, but I didn't realize that Anna wanted to leave Thursday night, which means I would have had to skip class Friday. And I don't think that's going to be feasible. I honestly just can't afford to skip class. Maybe one of them, but not both of them. I have 2 classes on Fridays. It's looking like we're going to have to drive separately, which I don't like doing, but school's got to come first in this instance. And I'm already basically taking all that time off from studying, because what the hell am I going to do? Pull out a laptop at a wedding and say, sorry, I really got to read this right now? No, of course not. So I got to make up for it on either side. And that includes Thursday night, Friday morning, and my last class on Friday is lets out of 3. So I have basically all that day to devote to it rather than none of that day. So I kind of have to do it like that, but whatever. It is what it is. I can't remember the last time I was this bogged down with classwork non-stop. I mean, obviously it's gonna happen as you know, progress, but doesn't mean I gotta like it. Right now I'm gonna go run a little bit. Been running quite a bit lately compared to what I was doing a couple months ago, and it's starting to give my knee some problems, but gotta do what you gotta do. Going to Chwakla is nice to bike, but it costs money. And you have to get all your gear ready. You have to put water in the CamelBak, make sure you have your helmet and gloves and all that other stuff. Then you gotta drive there. You gotta unload your stuff just to bike for like an hour. And then pack it all back up, bring it home, take the bike off, etc., etc. So it's very like time intensive. So running is like the best thing. Well, I mean, I could do an exercise at home, but someone tells me I would peter out like after 15 minutes. So just run and, you know, deal with an achy leg. Take some Advil for a while or something. Well, that was good, but it definitely sucked. Why does exercise have to be so hard? I just want to eat donuts. So we're here at the beach house. It's pretty dope. And we just can't seem to get away from these hurricanes. So now I have this new hurricane. I don't even remember what it's called. It's really windy. We have this new hurricane. Can't remember what it's called, but it's threatening the wedding, which is tomorrow afternoon, like 5-ish, I think. So they don't know if they're gonna have to cancel it or move it or what. And we may have to evacuate further inland because we're, you know, right on the water. That's like 40, 50 feet away. And we really don't want to get stuck here, Anna and I, past Sunday, because we have to be at school Monday. And I took off class today. Can't really afford to take it off again for Monday. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But right now all the women are at some bridesmaids luncheon or something, so it's just us guys and trying to figure out what to do. Our room, separate beds. Sad. Of course, obligatory Blue Angels memorabilia everywhere. Great picture. Very beachy. Copious amounts of deck. Awesome. Plot twist. Rehearsal is in 2 hours. Rehearsal dinner is an hour after that, but they're supposed to be announcing within the next half hour whether or not they're going to evacuate where we are. And of course, the father of the bride has to determine whether or not we're gonna keep on with this hurricane, because a ton of people are coming in from town. I believe some of them are coming in from another country. So we might be driving back to Alabama tonight rather than the day after tomorrow. So everything's up in the air right now. So I guess I'm just gonna... We'll see what happens, but it's not looking very good. So right now, I'm driving downtown Pensacola from the beach house to the rehearsal dinner, even though we have to evacuate Pensacola Beach starting 6 a.m. tomorrow. So the wedding will not happen. The groom is stuck in Atlanta in the airport because his second flight got delayed because his first flight got delayed. So the wedding will not happen, but we're doing rehearsal dinner anyhow. So it is beyond my comprehension, but I'm just doing what I'm told. So now I'm wearing a sport coat and I'm driving downtown, at the height of traffic, a place I've never driven before. And I'm late. God help me. Oh yeah. It's the next day now. So the groom family got in last night at like 10 o'clock, and so we ate dinner at 10:30, and we didn't get home till midnight. We were all exhausted. And now it's been rescheduled for one today, except now it's at the bride's house rather than the venue. So it's gonna be a lot of people and a little house. And we're supposed to start evacuating today, starting at 6 a.m. It's like 9 now, or 10 or something. It's kind of like a hurry up and wait thing. We have to all get dressed, but can't leave too soon because we won't have anywhere to go after we get dressed. And now wants to be dressed all fancy when it's muggy outside and don't have anywhere to be, so chilling in a hammock. This house is pretty dope. So what's today, Saturday?
Saturday, October 7th.
Saturday afternoon, almost 5 o'clock. We are finally driving back to Auburn with this hurricane on our heels. And the wedding got moved around, and they ended up just having it at the bride's parents' house, which was cool because they have a really nice house and they have just barely enough room to fit, 60 people? Yeah, quite a few people. And we struggled to make it out of there. We were telling ourselves we were going to leave right after the I do's, and that was 4 hours ago. So, but it's all good. It was a nice wedding. We both did some crimes. Anna was obviously bridesmaid. He was the best bridesmaid.
Oh, thanks. I tried.
And now we'll go home to see our children and study. So today is tomorrow, and it was pretty ugly early this morning, but it's mostly died off now. And it's supposed to rain all this week, this upcoming week, so I'm headed to Dick's to bite the bullet and buy a pair of waterproof shoes, because the last thing I want to do is walk over 3 miles a day with wet feet. I don't want to get sick again. I've already been sick once this year. Ain't trying to do it again. And God knows how much it's going to cost, but whatever. But apparently the reception went on strong up until like 10 p.m. last night. So it's a good thing we didn't try and stay till the end, because we would have been driving in the middle of the night and it would have been horrendous. But the groom is Russian. He was born in Russia, and so a lot of his family flew over from Russia for the wedding. And they're super Russian. Most of them speak very little English, so that's interesting, trying to communicate with them and stuff. But they were a good time. They were real nice. But it was a good time. All's well that ends well. And it seemed to end pretty well, so that's cool. And I think the rest of our day today is going to be spent cleaning and doing homework. We decided to leave Bo at the kennel one more day, so we don't have to worry about dealing with him and trying to clean the house and do homework and stuff. So I think that's pretty worth it. And that's gonna be it. So I think we're gonna end the vlog here. Just kidding. Now I'm on campus.
So internet's out at the house, and I have homework that I have to submit online and access online. But I got an opportunity to wear my new shoes. So this should be fun. And now I have to deal with a table that's absurdly low. About to be the Hunchback of Notre Dame up in here.
Sit. Oh, that's a good kitty.
So I've been home for about an hour now, since I went to school to do my homework. And the internet just came back on. But no, I mean, there was really no way to know when or if that was going to happen today, so I couldn't really risk it, but whatever. And something I forgot to mention earlier is Anna, myself, Anna's brother, and a friend of Anna's are going to an Alabama game this upcoming weekend. So that should be interesting. I think we're going to get a hotel room. We're going to reserve that tonight, and we're going to see what's up with it. The three of them are big football fans. Me, not so much, but I can appreciate the fact that Alabama has a huge stadium and they get wild over some football games. So I think if nothing else, that would be kind of fun to experience. But beyond that, I'm just like, yay, sports. But I think we're going to end it here for real this time. If you've watched up till now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.